This is Yieldmax website, and there's an update on Tesla versus NVDY. Last week we checked. Of course, Tesla was only 34% distribution yield, and NVIDIA was about 50%, but now you can see the distribution rate has increased 52.76 for TSLY, and there's MVDY is 53.42. So today in this video, I'm going to look at difference between MVDY and Tesla, because this is a video I'm making for people who have some money and they want to invest in these two stocks, or they want to invest on only one. They don't have the money to buy both of them, or they just say, okay, I just want to buy one of these. So which one will be the best? And this video, I'm going to make the decision process easier for you. So we're going to look at difference of the yield distribution and the history of distribution. We're going to look at the performance between these two, and we're going to look at the graph, which will consolidate the data for you to decide which one you should go with. Again, this is Mr. Man channel. This channel I talk about passive income investing and all type of investing, and also I talk a lot about this type of passive income ETFs, and I give you an update. So if it's your first time, just make sure you subscribe. If you like my content, give me a like. Let's start. We'll look at the last update. Last price was 13.32 for Tesla and 20.89 for NVIDIA, which is MVDY. We'll look at the asset classes. They're both equity. This is equity, this is equity. We'll look at the benchmark of these ETFs. They both don't have benchmark because they don't follow index. Rather, they do cover call writing using synthetic methods. So that means they don't hold stock directly. Both of them uses that strategy. We look at the net asset under management. Look at this one has about 663 million. This one has only 130 million. So this, of course, Tesla has more asset under management than NVIDIA. When you look at the MER management fee, they're both 0.99. Of course, Tidal is a sponsor. Now let's look at the key code information. This is very important for people who want to buy a stock on market order. So let's say, for example, you don't have time to wait around and you just want to put market order and execute the order. You're going to get killed by this one here. Look, so let's say, for example, you buy this one. The difference here, the bid and ask spread, this is someone who is bidding, someone who is buying, and then ask is someone who is selling. So the difference is they're pretty much equal. There's no difference there. So if you put market order, you're going to get it pretty much at the same price as the market is asking. But on this one, the difference is almost $1. So if you put market order on this one, you're going to pay almost $1 in a difference. So just make sure you don't put market order when it comes to NVIDIA. You just have to put limit order. So the spread here is a little bit higher. When I look at the 52-week range, this is 1253 to 2176. This one is 160 to 26.50. So this has more, ups and down more than this one. We look at the performance now. This is very important for people who are buying for performance, and we look at the year to date. This TSLY ETF has returned about 51%. When you look at the NVIDIA, has only returned about 20.47%. So we look at the top holding. They both hold bonds, for collateral. That's a strategy they use writing those call options. But this performance here doesn't tell all. We're going to look at other metrics to decide which one should go with. Fund information, ticker symbol is TSLY, TSLY, and this one MVDY, Yieldmax NVIDIA Option Income Strategy. We'll look at the inception date. This came, NVIDIA was incepted this year actually in May, and Tesla was incepted in November last year. Distribution details, you can see the distribution here. Tesla has been paying because it's been around for a longer time, and so you can see that they've paid longer, right? And versus NVIDIA has only paid about 4 times. But a month before, last month they paid 81 cents, right? And this month they pay about 92 cents. So there was an increase there, while Tesla paid 83 cents last month. And then of course they cut their distribution, and now this month of September they only pay 58 cents. So there's a fluctuation of payment on both of them, but Tesla's fluctuated a little bit more, but of course because it has also longer history of paying dividends, right? Now let's look at the last thing. We look at the chart here. We can see here Yieldmax Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF, TSLY, and Yieldmax NVDY Option Income Strategy ETF, NVDY. The price 1332 to 2089. We look at the volume first. Look at the volume here. It's 1 million, almost 2 million on Tesla on a daily. This is average actually. It's 1 million, 2 million almost. So has a lot of volume. When it comes to NVIDIA, has only about less than a quarter million. So Tesla has more volume because it's so volatile, right? Which is good for cover call writing. So this is pretty good. But we look at the chart. If you invest in Tesla, since inception, of course, it was about almost 19, almost $20. Right now, the price you look at is 20. So when you look at the chart, it seems that your capital has depreciated. Like right now you're 13, so you've lost almost about $6. So, but that was compensated by the yield that you're getting. So if you were to invest all that money, you're still way up, right? That's how it works. If we look at the NVIDIA chart, it started at almost 1991 to now is about 20. So you haven't lost any capital appreciation, on this stock. It looks a pretty good, healthy chart. You're at 19 and today the price is at 20. So you haven't lost anything and you've accumulated dividends. So within the 4 months, you still have your capital that you invested. So it's a pretty good. So conclusion on these ones, I would say if you are looking for a highest volume, which will pretty much pay a lot of dividend, you look at a Tesla, because right now has shown that has outperform NVIDIA, especially year to date. But if you're looking for steadier ETF, I think NVIDIA would be better for you because it doesn't have, you can see the chart here, it doesn't have as much volatility. So those are the two things you're going to look. For me personally, I would just buy both of them and divide the money. If I have $10,000, I would pay 5 on this one and I put 5,000 on this one. But if you only have one, if you don't have only like a few cents or a few dollars to invest your money, I would actually pick, if for highest growth at the moment, I would go with NVIDIA. For highest pay, I would go with Tesla. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Till meet again on next video. Again, if it's your first time, just make sure you subscribe. And if you like my content, give me a like. Bye bye.